Good morning, everyone. Welcome to North Dakota Today. I'm Lisa Bedell here with Chris Berg. We made it to Tuesday. I like to say that, made it to Election Day. I am dressing spring-like this week because
I was going to ask,
it
what
feels
were you trying
like
to
spring.
say today?
I know. Yesterday, I knew it was going to be nice, but then, like, when it actually got into like the 60s, I was like, "Whoa!" Didn't it just feel like that's the sound I made? Like,
Yeah.
I don't want to go inside. I sat outside and just like played with the dog, and I'm loving it. This week is weird though. I'm not complaining, but it's weird, right? It's the first week of November.
Yeah, you're walking out like it does not feel like November, but yet it's dark at like unbelievable times. And today, I mean, if it wasn't for the getup that we have to wear, I would be here in flip-flops.
Yep.
It's just
No coats needed.
Fantastic, yeah.
I mean, the kids, I told my daughter, ride your bike today. You don't have to wear your snow boots because this week is going to be awesome.
Yeah.
You know, yesterday we were talking about, and I actually thought of her, my good friend Rachel. It's going to be 70 on Friday. I'm like, she's going to want to go to the lake.
What?
She's going to want to go to the lake. Rachel I have a friend who has a lake place.
No, did you just say 70?
70 on Friday. 70 on Friday. So I know it was like it was 50s,
Whoa.
60s, and now we could be flirting. I know. Start that now.
Gosh, I can't believe I all of a sudden. What? 70?
70. So when that came out, my friend Rachel, who teaches yoga, she was like, "Yeah, it's going to be 70. I think maybe I'll go to the lake." I'm like, she's like joking. Actually, not probably joking. You know, if there's, you know,
It's
sometimes
fascinating you say that. One of my buddies has got a great video on his Facebook page. I was like, dude, you are insane. It's snowing out, and he's behind the boat doing like the surfing thing. And now it's going to be 70. Everyone's going to probably be back on the lake doing their stick, or at least on, you know, a jet ski or something, right?
Yeah, I guess if you don't fall, if you just are like, you know.
Yeah. Put on a jumpsuit. You can make Drake videos and.
I did see like a senior picture where a guy, he's a Fargo kid, he's 18, surfing behind a boat, and he was like fully clothed. I don't know exactly. I mean, that's, you know, if you're good, you don't really have to get wet. So I bet the water is terrible, but.
Speaking of that, I follow, it's called I don't even know why, it's called the Trillionaire Life on Instagram. And they had a dude in like full boat tux behind a boat, just one hand in it, like barefoot in it. It was, so maybe you can do that over the weekend at the 70 degrees, but you can just.
There you go.
Put on a wedding dress and go barefoot behind like 3 feet behind a boat.
I love it. I don't know how they do that, and they're not wet because the one picture was like khaki pants. You'd be able to tell if he was. I think maybe his ankles were. I don't know. I probably should have practiced maybe in July before in November I decided to start surfing. But yeah, this week absolutely gorgeous. It's going to be upper 60s for, you know, today, tomorrow, and close to 70 at least is in the forecast. You know, somebody's going to hit it on Friday. And then it changes, which I know you're going to shush, but things are going to change next weekend. So Lisa Green was saying if you have plans to drive somewhere next weekend, it's going to be one of those transitional weekends where it's probably snow, rain, ickiness. But
Those
I'm
are
like,
the worst,
you know,
too.
it's November. I'm fine. We're getting some kind of weird treat right now.
I was gonna, yeah. You just look like a ball of sunshine. So just wear
I
that
know.
the rest of the
I know.
week, and we can just pretend like it's June or May.
Well, and we can't ignore today is election day, so perfect day to head to the
Wait,
polls.
there's an election
Yeah,
today?
I know. You joked with Brian yesterday. No one's been talking about it for the last, three years or anything like that.
I guess
But
I need to go vote.
today is the day. Finally, we'll get a break from all of the, the political advertising at the very least. If you're stressed out, we have a great story coming up. You're not alone. Like election day stress, political stress is a real thing.
Yeah.
So hopefully, we can start to calm things down. It's going to be a late night for our Valley News Live newsroom, watching all of the races. So be sure to tune in and have that VNL News app handy.
Actually, we don't know. James Carville was on MSNBC yesterday. He's like, hey, we might know by like 10 o'clock Eastern time what's going on here. We're going to know. He was like, he felt that good. He's like, we're going to know the winner by
Just
probably
be
10
done?
o'clock. Yeah. So I don't think that's going to happen. I mean, James Carville's been wrong. If you don't know, he's like the bald dude, like from Louisiana. Anyways, he had a lot of certainty that we might know early. And depending on some of the states out east, Florida, North Carolina, we might have a pretty good read. But
You never know.
Yeah.
I know, I get up early. I was working the Valley today 4 years ago. I know I stayed up late. I knew, most of the races had been called before I went to bed. So, but if you do go to bed early, wake up with the Valley today. We'll be up early
Good idea.
tomorrow morning and give you all of the updates.
Well,
So,
and you know, like NBC and CBS, they're not, even if they know the results early, they're not going to call early because they need you to keep watching.
I go all night long.
Yeah.
I like watching that. We were
Oh,
talking in the
so
newsroom. It
fun.
would be fun to, if I didn't work mornings, that I would just have tomorrow off so I could stay up all night and, have one of those viewing parties and, drink wine while you're just watching the
Yeah.
numbers come in. But unfortunately, that doesn't pay the bills. So I will go to bed early and wake up tomorrow morning and
You could build your own YouTube channel and do that. Maybe that'll pay the bills.
we'll see. Well, if election day stress is not your thing, you don't want to talk about it, I have some happy news today to share. Not my news, but I'm taking it from her. One of my favorite people here, Heather, she's behind the scenes, got engaged. And I was like, yes, I'm going to take a picture. So we don't ever get to see the people behind the scenes necessarily. We talk a lot about our directors and how they make us look good. But Heather is our production assistant. So she's always behind the cameras. You never get to see her, although I talk about her a lot. And she's like practically my assistant. She takes care of me, makes sure that, my hair is not looking crazy and that the teleprompter is working. So anyway, I come into the studio this morning at, like, I don't know what, a little after 4 a.m. and I'm like, I see it. I see what's on your hand, girl.
Did you see it right away?
I did. Although I was just having the feeling, I was feeling love in the air before she left. She just got back from a fabulous vacation. I wish we could have her come on, but we're social distancing and everything, so I'm just going to steal her story. But let me tell you, ladies, it's one of those super romantic stories. She was in Florida on the beach at sunset.
Oh, that's so nice.
JB's going to hear it from me. Like, my story was not that romantic, but she was talking about how, the sky was kind of pink and the moon was almost a full moon. And
They were on a yacht.
And it was not North Dakota, so it was, much warmer. She was probably actually wearing shorts and flip-flops. We're
Yes.
like, yay, it's 60. And I think I looked at the forecast for her. So anyway, congratulations to Heather. She works with us every day here behind the scenes at North Dakota Today. and
Let's
I'm
keep going. So they
super-
were on a yacht. They had a helipad on it, and then this plane flew over and said, "Will you marry me?" And he looked up, and she was like, "Wait, what?" She's like,
Is that for me?
"Yeah." He's like, "I don't know." And he's down on one knee. It was incredible.
Let the wedding planning begin. I'm like, so what kind of dress? When are you? There's no date, but Erin too, congratulations. So they do live here in Fargo Moorhead, but I think she has some ties to the Twin Cities. So already in commercial breaks, I'm like, so are you going to shop for a wedding dress here or in the Twin Cities? And, where's it going to be?
Wow.
Will I be invited?
So where were they in Florida? Do you know?
You want to tell us?
Cocoa Beach.
Oh, Cocoa Beach.
Nice.
It just
Is
gets
that
better
by
and better.
Tampa or Naples or? Okay, somewhere around there, but yeah.
So isn't that just
I thought
and
she might say
beautiful
South
ring?
Beach. Like we were out clubbing, we went out. All of a sudden, there's the
They
yacht,
were dancing
the
to
helipad.
Pitbull was there, and he was getting the crowd going.
Drake
and,
showed up.
yeah,
he started
it was
just
a
throwing money around.
Super awesome party. Well, anyway, congratulations to Heather and Erin, and thank you for letting me steal your story a little bit this morning. I'm like, I have to take a picture. I have to show how happy I am for you. All right, well, we have a great show planned for you today. Just like I said, we're going to be talking about election stress. We have some great entertainment news. We're going to be talking about skincare in the winter, even though it feels like spring. But next, a really great topic. We're checking in with the experts at Sanford Health. You're going to be doing this interview talking about, well, it's Diabetes Awareness Month, your risk factors, and of course, how diabetes plays into that underlying risk or health risk, when it comes to COVID-19 as well. Some great information. Don't go anywhere.